Neelama, you told us that you came with Osho from Portugal to Bombay. And I suppose you were there with him in Bombay all the time. Please share some remembrance of that time with us.
Okay. Yeah, we reached from Portugal. It was last week of July in '86. We reached to Bombay. It was chartered flight, and Mukti, me, and Amitabh, one of our American sannyasin who has been a pilot, we all reached. And you remember that Suraj Prakash, Swami Suraj Prakash, who had Prakash Roadways, and he had a beautiful house in Juhu, beautiful bungalow, and he was our host. He invited us to stay in his house. So he emptied the first floor where he used to live, and for us he gave his own bedroom to Osho. That bedroom is, to tell you, it's very famous because it has come into many of films. And so we stayed in that house for almost 5 months. I remember we reached there in the morning time, and there were a lot of sannyasins who were there at the airport, though the flight was very late and it was supposed to reach, I think, around midnight, but 5-6 hours delayed. Anyway, we reached there. Still there were many sannyasins there, and almost around, do you remember what timing? Around 11, 10, 11 we reached in the bungalow. And Osho is shown the room, and we reached there, and there are many journalists, many sannyasins who are there, and they will like to see him and they will like to talk with him. And Osho tells me, maybe we can arrange something, and people are waiting and I can talk. I said okay, and then he said that I'm hungry and I want to eat something, and it is 11 o'clock, it is his meal time. Osho always used to eat twice a day, one around 11 and another around 6 p.m. So it is his meal time and we don't have anything with us. And so I come out, and I remember you were there, Jyotima, and Krishan Karuna was there, and Darshan Ma, Dulari, I think maybe Bhadra, I don't remember exactly, like many of the Bombay sannyasins were there. So when I asked them, he's hungry, so everybody gets alert and they say that we need at least 45 minutes to prepare the food, give us some time and we will. And then I come back and just Osho is taking shower, getting ready, and after, you must be remembering, you prepared a big meal in a big thali and thinking that you will get leftovers and you will enjoy, but he ate everything. And then he was ready to speak, and there were requests coming from the sannyasins because they wanted to sit with him. So then this whole starts, arranging the mic and the chair and how to clean the living room, to get all the sofas out and readjust, and all this work starts, and everybody is on their knees rubbing the floor and cleaning and setting it up. So Osho comes out, and I remember Osho sat down. You just correct me if I'm right. And Osho says, everybody is sitting silently, And Osho says, कुछ पूछना है? And Darshan says, Hari Om Tat Sat. He says, ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. कुछ पूछोगे नहीं तो मैं उठ के चला जाऊंगा. फिर शायद दुलारी या भद्रा कोई पूछती है, दर्शन शायद पूछती है कि आप कैसे हो. तो फिर Osho he starts saying that I'm not the body and the body has been like this, and he talks about the body and he talks about himself. And then I remember then Suraj Prakash, he wanted to introduce his whole family like that. It was a very beautiful, intimate meeting. And after that, again the journalists were there, so I started giving them appointment, and Osho started speaking every evening. I think first he started, and that series Komple Fir Futai, that is I think his early days of that visit. And I remember morning, evening he is speaking, and then the words started spreading, and as with Osho, usual, we never know that how the fragrance is spread all over, and he is available, and people start coming from all over the world, and within like 10 days, he had to speak twice a day, because that hall could contain I think 180 people we used to make sit. And then morning, evening started, and then people have to wait for a few days, sometimes 4 or 5 days. And for me, again after, I will say again after Manali days, again those intimate days came, when I was sharing the room with him, and when I was taking care of him, and also as his secretary for, so lot of work, but as usual with Osho it never feels like work. It's because he is so relaxed, he is so, I will say, at ease with himself, that he makes his presence, his easiness, his silence makes you also the same. And I remember the whole day running around, working, doing everything, but no stress, no anxiety, nothing. It's like, again I will say the same feeling in me, that this too will pass, Neelam, enjoy it, squeeze the whole juice after it. Soon these days will be changed into another kind of this thing, enjoy this. So I remember then his room needs to be cleaned, his bathroom, you also cleaned his room, his bathroom, I remember. And Divya used to do the laundry in the first, I think, first 1 month, more than a month, I think, because, and Mukti used to cook for him, and I think there used to be 1 or 2 people all the time living in the living room, because any help is needed. Mostly it was all the women, all the Bombay group. And again there this thing started. Osho wanted to settle in Bombay. So I tell him, why you want to prove that you can create heaven in the hell? Why this Bombay? We don't have any other place. And as usual, he says, all the intelligentsia of India is in Bombay, and Bombay is ready for me, and find a place, and we will create a small place where people can come and be with us. And first people can come to Pune, and from there will be always 100 people can come and be with me in Bombay. So minimum place where 100 people can stay and meditate you have to find. So Bombay, it was really very difficult job, but I think for 3-4 months, every day for 3 hours I was going to locate for a place and coming to Osho, letting him know how the place is. Lakshmi was also there. She was also trying to locate for the place. I remember in those days I had very beautiful experiences of meditation, because sleeping in the same room, and I will make the bed on the floor and he is sleeping on this side, and he used to get up 2-3 times, twice was always sure for to go to use the bathroom. And again there was, after you must be remembering where his bed was, and before you go to the bathroom there was one step.
Yeah.
And I was always concerned that this step can, like, I'm not comfortable. I will tell Osho that, Bhagwan, when you get up, you have to say Neelam and I will get up. And I want this step when you take, I'm there. I'm not comfortable. You don't never think that you don't want to disturb me. And Osho will never say. And somehow the whole night I'm sleeping there, and always in my, like, I don't want him to go alone to the bathroom. I don't want him to stumble at this step. I want to be awake. And strangely again that such a tuning was there, that before he will open the eyes, and he has not even sat down in the bed, and I am sitting on my bed, and when I see him sitting, then I come, and Osho will say, you were whole night you keep on watching me. I said, no, I am watching the thought that when you get up. And I will give him shoes and take to the bathroom. And the sleep was very different than I had ever. The sleep was very sound, very nourishing, very relaxing, but a kind of alertness was also there. I can say that, I won't say that it was all the time like this, but in the morning I never felt I'm tired, but I could never say that I had a very deep sleep. Something was awake also, and something, body was very much relaxed, but there was never a deep sound sleep, I will say. Something was very alert, and both the times when Osho will get up, I was always there. And another thing which I remember, I used to hear a sound, and I asked Osho that, I don't know, this is like a strange sound which I can listen in the morning, in the night, all the time whenever I am silent. And he says, just get in tune with that. This is the sound of the universe, and just be very receptive and accept it. If there will be not acceptance, it can create a nuisance for you, and instead of going deeper into meditation, you will lose it. So there needs a deep acceptance for that. Whatever the sound is coming, it's beautiful. Just give this kind of suggestions to yourself, and it will take you deeper into meditation. This Koel, you talk of Osho and Koel is there. Just remind me of any incidents. There are many, many incidents. I remember I was using the same bathroom, and I will take shower, and I had to take shower and see that there is hardly any sound coming out. It was an awareness test to be with him. It is, when Osho says that Vivek is always on the cross, I can understand. You become so alert of everything that when I get up, he's still sleeping, how to roll the bed in such a way that no sound, because everything creates sounds. When you roll the bed, all the clothes and everything, and even if you are not wearing shoes, the steps you have to take it, and in the night before what I am going to wear, and Osho was very much into that I should wear saris. So he was insisting, he said, I look the most beautiful in saris and he wants to see me in saris only. And I didn't have saris, and he said, ask Dulari, Bhadra, they will buy for you. So everybody bought couple of saris and I got big wardrobe. So I had to select the clothes and keep it aside and take them in the bathroom, and the door, how to close the door, it makes least noise, take the shower, come out and then wake up Osho. And clean the bathroom because he will go to the bathroom. And the toilet seat, in the end I have to push it because that will create the most of the sound. So after everything, then after my taking shower, after my cleaning everything, the last was to clean, to put the flush on. All these things, very little, but it makes you aware that because you don't want any sound to go out to give him least disturbance, though he is awake, I hope. So all these little incidents, and almost a month later then Vivek came, Shunyo came, and slowly Manisha came. Manisha came, I think, before them. First Osho was not very much eager that the Westerners should come. He was reluctant, but lot of insistence from Vivek, and then he said yes.